It's rare that you encounter a gadget or tech device that is so feature-rich you're blown away every time you use it. But that is exactly how I feel about the Sony XM6 headphones, and I can't wait to tell you all about them. Hi, I'm Ben Morrow from Worldwide Stereo, and today I'm reviewing the brand new Sony WH-1000XM6 wireless headphones. Coming from a proud owner of not one, but two pairs of Sony WH-1000XM3s, you can imagine my delight when I was offered the chance to review the XM6s. I have long considered upgrading to the XM4s or 5s with the argument that, my 3s work just fine and it's not worth it yet. Boy, am I glad I held out because I am beyond impressed with the XM6s. The XM series is Sony's flagship line of battery-powered, Bluetooth-connected, over-the-ear headphones. Specifically, the WH-1000 series represents a significant evolution in Sony's audio technology and has become synonymous with high-quality noise-canceling headphones. The series began in 2016 with the MDR-1000X, which was later refined into the WH-1000XM2 in 2017, and has continued with the WH-1000XM3 from 2018, the XM4 in 2020, the XM5 in 2022, and most recently, the XM6. Each iteration has brought improvements in sound quality, battery life, and features like adaptive noise cancellation and voice assistant integration. The first thing I noticed when unboxing was the packaging, which is made of recycled materials instead of plastic. Attached to the case was the quick start guide, which shows you how to power on the headphones and pair them with the device. The new case is sleek and has a satisfying snap to it. Inside, you'll find 3 items: the star of the show, the headphones, a USB cable for charging, and a 3.5mm to 3.5mm auxiliary cable. More on that cable later. First off, the ergonomics of the XM6s are delightful. I find these headphones thoroughly comfortable and easy to wear for long periods of time. The padding around the ears and headband is sufficiently soft, but also firm enough that it doesn't feel squishy around my head. Even the button layout is improved with a nice round power button for on and off that is easily distinguishable from the long, flat, noise-canceling ambient button just by the touch of it. Speaking of touch, the whole side of the ear cup is a capacitive touch area that controls the headphones with gestures. It took me a while to get familiar with all the different gestures, but with the mobile app tutorial and a little bit of practice, I was answering calls, adjusting the volume, and skipping back and forth between songs, all from swiping motions from the side of the headphones. Similar to its predecessors, the XM3s and 4s, but notably absent in the XM5s, the XM6s fold neatly into a sleek carrying case for easy transportation. I like that they brought back the folding capability because it makes the overall size of the case much smaller and easier to fit in a bag for transportation. One thing I really like about the case over my XM3s is the simple magnetic clasp that holds the case closed. It's a simple upgrade over the zipper that was previously went around the entire case to keep it closed. A minor inconvenience to zip open and close that I never thought of until I saw this new case. I can already imagine how much easier it'll be to retrieve these headphones from in and out of a backpack in the narrow space of an airplane seat without needing to unzip the entire case each time I want to take them out or put them away. Right off the bat, one of the best features is the 30-hour battery life. I'm a stickler for battery life in my electronics, always opting for the extended battery models of my phones and never too far away from a rechargeable battery bank. So 30 hours with noise canceling enabled and 40 hours with active noise canceling off, we're off to a good start. Another new feature of the XM6s is the QN3 HD processor, which enhances the noise cancellation and sound processing for faster and more precise noise reduction and better overall audio quality. The adaptive noise canceling optimizer constantly adjusts to the environmental noise, providing a more personalized and immersive listening experience. I was able to completely block out all distractions and conversations being had by my coworkers around me while I was jamming out at my desk with these headphones. headphones on. Big shout out to my deskmate Ira for tolerating the blaring death metal and screamo music coming from my side of the office while I tested the XM6s. Because despite being in noise canceling mode around my ears, these things can blast sound nearby when you crank up the volume. But the best part was, if during my testing I noticed there was something I wanted to hear happening around me, rather than taking the headphones off, just with a push of a button, the XM6s toggle between noise canceling mode and ambient mode. As soon as the headphones go into ambient mode, the built-in mics listen to what's happening around me and feed that ambient noise as background noise to the music I'm actively listening to. The effect is infectiously fun when you hit the noise canceling ambient button and you go from being blocked out to the world to all of a sudden being aware of everything that's going on around you in an instant. Noise canceling mode is good for users that don't want to be distracted and need to block out all the sounds nearby. Ambient mode is good for users that need to be aware and alert to their surroundings while using them. One vastly underrated feature of modern day Bluetooth headphones is the ability to be used as a wired analog headphones as well as digital wireless. Fewer and fewer headphones in this category even have the option of a 3.5mm jack to connect headphones with a standard auxiliary cable. The trend is understandable, with fewer and fewer mobile phones and tablets featuring headphone jacks on their designs either, but the benefit of having that simple connector makes the headphones usable even if the batteries die. That use case alone makes it worthwhile to me. If ever in a situation where I can't charge my headphones but I still want to use them, that 1/8" mini jack still allows me to do so. Furthermore, it still isn't obsolete to plug into the screens that are built into the seat backs on airplanes with your own headphones. Having that plug makes the Sony XM6s the perfect in-flight companion gadget. I personally keep an AudioQuest Dragonfly and a 3.5mm aux cable in my Sony headphone case at all times. That way, I always have a backup way to feed high-resolution audio over a USB DAC into my headphones through the aux input in case batteries ever fail me. Another new feature of the XM6 is the 6-microphone beamforming system with AI-driven noise reduction for clearer voice pickup during calls and interactions with virtual assistants. During my testing, I never had a problem with call clarity when talking on the phone through the XM6 headphones, even in windy conditions outside. For the audiophiles out there, the XM6 includes new features aimed at improving the audio quality over previous models. Up until recently, wireless Bluetooth connection was always a bottleneck in high-resolution formats. All previous Bluetooth standards limit even the highest bitrate source material down to nearly MP3 quality. Bluetooth 5.3 LE with LDAC supports high-resolution audio by eliminating the bottleneck found in traditional Bluetooth connections. LDAC is a proprietary Bluetooth audio codec developed by Sony that transmits approximately 3 times more data than conventional Bluetooth. This makes the XM6s the only headphones that can claim truly high-resolution audio playback via a wireless Bluetooth connection. No consumer electronic gadget is complete without an accompanying mobile app these days, and the Sony XM6s have the Sony Sound Connect app for Android and iOS. As soon as I opened it up and paired the XM6s to my phone, the app offered a great tutorial on how to use the hand gestures for controlling the headphones. After that, the app had all the basics that I would expect: selections between noise canceling, ambient mode, and different listening modes, and the ability to firmware update. Another standout capability of the XM6s is the new head tracking feature, which brings spatial awareness to your listening experience. When enabled, the headphones use built-in sensors that track the movement of your head and adjust the audio positioning accordingly, keeping the soundstage anchored as if it's coming from a fixed point in space. This is particularly impressive when watching movies or playing games, creating more lifelike and immersive experience. As far as headphones go, I really can't get enough of these. I enjoyed blaring Under Oath's 2004 record, They're Only Chasing Safety, from start to finish, followed up by Anthony Green's solo album, Boom Done. The Sony XM6s kept up with the hard and heavy rhythms of Under Oath's deepest guitar breakdowns, and I picked Boom Done as a stark contrast to the first album to measure the XM6s against Green's high vocals. I am pleased to report that the deep bass, smooth mids, and exceptionally clear highs were heard across the board, no matter what I listened to. As soon as I put on a song with these headphones, I didn't want to take them off, and I couldn't help but to finish the whole album. Another thing I love about the XM6s is they work so well with all my devices, not just my phone. I paired these with my Sony PlayStation and they work great as high quality gaming headphones with voice chat in-game on the built-in microphone. I paired these with my Sony TV in my bedroom so that I could watch shows late at night without waking up my sleeping wife next to me. I even paired them with my Sony STR-AZ-2000ES AV receiver so that the 360 spatial audio that normally passes through my surround sound system came through the headphones instead. You see the theme here. I'm a big fan of Sony and their consumer electronics, but for good reason. Sony has proven over and over again to be a manufacturer of reliable, high-quality electronics in all categories. The Sony XM6s are no exception. From build quality to feature set to its user-friendliness, I think Sony has knocked it out of the park once again with these flagship headphones. There are so many use cases for these. I could go on and on. Want to listen to music while you exercise but still hear what's going on around you? Ambient mode. Want to block out your surroundings and immerse yourself into whatever you're listening to fully? Noise canceling mode. Want a high-end gaming headset? Forget the garbage with RGB lights, Sony XM6s for the win. Want to listen to your home theater and surround sound late at night without waking up the family? Sony XM6s all day. If you are looking for a pair of high quality over-the-ear headphones, look no further than the newest Sony WH-1000XM6 wireless noise canceling headphones. They check all the boxes and beat out the competition in terms of feature set and capability by a wide margin. Check them out on our website at worldwidestereo.com or at our showroom locations in Montgomeryville and Wayne, Pennsylvania. Thanks for tuning in.